Welcome to Easy English Stories. In today's video, just listen to a peaceful story filled with real-life English sentences about a weekend cleaning routine. No grammar, no stress, just real English to help you learn naturally. Let's begin. Part 1, Waking Up and Planning. It was Saturday morning. The sun peeked through the curtains. Birds chirped outside the window. I opened my eyes slowly. The room was quiet. I stretched and looked at the clock. It was 7:30 a.m. I sat up and smiled. Today was the day I had planned to clean the house. It had been a busy week, and things were a little messy. I made a mental checklist: dusting, mopping, organizing shelves, and maybe finding some lost items. I looked around the room and took a deep breath. First, I opened all the windows to let fresh air in. A cool breeze entered the room. I made my bed neatly. I walked to the kitchen to make some tea. While the water boiled, I opened my cleaning playlist. Music always helped me stay motivated. Broom Part 2, Dusting the Rooms. After tea, I grabbed a cloth and a dusting spray. I started with the living room. I wiped down the coffee table. Then the bookshelves. I removed each book, dusted it, and placed it back neatly. The fan blades had collected dust. I climbed on a stool and cleaned each one carefully. I moved to the bedroom. The side tables were dusty. I wiped them clean. I also cleaned the top of the wardrobe. I found an old photo frame there. It made me smile. I wiped the frame and placed it on my desk. Next was the study area. My desk had papers everywhere. I dusted the surface and arranged the papers in folders. My computer monitor was smudged. I cleaned it gently with a soft cloth. Soap Part 3, Mopping the floors. Now it was time to mop. I filled a bucket with water and added floor cleaner. The smell was refreshing. I dipped the mop and began in the living room. I moved the furniture slightly to clean underneath. I mopped every corner carefully. Then the hallway. Then the kitchen. The tiles shone when the water dried. I felt good. The house already looked cleaner. In the bathroom, I scrubbed the floor and wiped the mirrors. I replaced the old towels with fresh ones. I even added a few drops of lavender oil to the bucket. The smell spread through the apartment. Package Part 4, Organizing shelves and drawers. I took a short water break. Then I returned to work. I started organizing the kitchen shelf. I arranged the spice jars by name. I threw away expired packets. I cleaned the inside of each drawer. I opened the wardrobe next. I folded all my clothes properly. I made 3 piles: keep, donate, and throw away. I found some old clothes I hadn't worn in years. I decided to give them away. My shoe rack was messy. I arranged my shoes neatly. I wiped each pair before placing them back. I also found one missing sock behind the rack. I laughed a little. Part 5, Finding lost items. While cleaning, I found many lost things. A pen I thought I had lost. An earring under the bed. A missing charger in the sofa cushions. I even found a gift card in a drawer. Each item brought a small memory. I smiled as I collected them. I placed everything back in their proper place. My mind felt lighter, like everything was in order again. Part 6, Cleaning the kitchen. I cleared the kitchen counter. I washed the dishes. I scrubbed the sink until it shined. I wiped the stove and the microwave. I threw away old vegetables from the fridge. I arranged the fridge properly. Fruits on the top shelf. Leftovers in containers. Bottles in the door section. I cleaned the handles and shelves. I stepped back and admired the kitchen. It looked new. I lit a candle on the counter. The room smelled clean and peaceful. Sunrise Part 7, Refresh and Relax. It was almost evening. I looked around. The house was shining. Everything smelled fresh. I felt a little tired but very happy. I took a long shower. I changed into clean, soft clothes. I made a cup of herbal tea and sat on the couch. My back rested on the cushions. I looked around the clean living room. The sunlight came through the windows. Music played softly. I felt calm. I opened a book and read a few pages. I lit another candle. Part 8, Evening Reflections. Before bed, I wrote in my journal. Today was peaceful and productive. The house feels like a new space. I feel organized and calm. I brushed my teeth. I arranged my things for tomorrow. I set my alarm. I turned off the lights and slipped under the blanket. I whispered to myself, cleaning isn't just about the house. It's about the mind too. And with that thought, I closed my eyes and fell into deep, peaceful sleep. Part 9, Night Thoughts and Preparing for Tomorrow. But sleep didn't come right away. I lay in bed, looking at the ceiling. I thought about everything I had done today. Each task, every corner cleaned, each item found. I felt proud. I picked up my phone and opened my notes app. I listed a few things I wanted to clean next weekend, maybe the balcony, the storage area, and old digital files. I even thought of donating a few books. Then I checked the weather for Sunday. Clear skies. That meant I could clean the balcony cushions. I smiled and set a reminder. Before sleeping, I sent a quick goodnight message to my friend, finished full house cleaning. Feels amazing. She replied, wow. You're an inspiration. That made me happy. I finally closed my eyes and let the calmness take over. My mind was at peace. I had done something good for myself. Part 10, Sunday Morning Bonus, Finishing Touches. The next morning, I woke up early without the alarm. My body felt relaxed. The air was crisp. The house still smelled fresh. I opened the windows wider to let in more sunlight. I noticed the floor near the entrance had a few shoe marks. I grabbed a cloth and wiped them away. I picked up the mat and shook it outside. I brewed another cup of chai. While it boiled, I watered the balcony plants. Some leaves were dry, so I trimmed them. I dusted the balcony railing and wiped down the chairs. I brought out the cushions and placed them gently. Then I returned inside and looked at the clock. Still early. I checked the corners for cobwebs. I found one behind the bathroom door. I cleaned it with a broom. I refilled all the hand wash bottles. I added a few drops of lemon essential oil to the diffuser. The whole place now smelled like a spa. I folded a small pile of laundry and placed the towels in the bathroom. I put away the dishes from the drying rack. Every little detail added up. Part 11, Reflecting in a Clean Space. I sat down again in the living room. I looked around and smiled. Everything was in its place. The house felt open and light. No clutter, no dust, no noise, just peace. I felt proud that I had taken time for myself and my space. I opened my notebook and wrote, "A clean home is a clean heart." I messaged my parents, sent them a picture of the clean house, and they replied with happy emojis. My sister sent me a thumbs-up gif. Small encouragements that felt big. I drank water and closed my eyes for a minute. I didn't fall asleep. I just felt the stillness, the comfort of a job well done. The weekend cleaning wasn't just about work, it was therapy. Thank you for listening. If this helped you learn English naturally, please like and subscribe. We post calming, real-life English stories every week. Keep listening, keep learning. See you in the next video.